best at making eyelash extension videos, but I am pretty good at teaching, so I'm here to share some of my isolation tips to you guys.
So before we isolate lashes individually, we need to isolate the bottom lash, and good taping equals clear background. So I use foam tape to get most of the bottom lashes first. And then I use a paper tape for inner and then paper tape for outer. And you need to avoid the waterline or else the client will feel pokey.
Isolation is so important. If you don't do a good job, basically the client won't come back. The client might feel itchy, might have really bad retention, or sometimes swelling. Most of us use left hand for isolation, but there are some lefties, they use right hand for isolation. So the isolation, I use tweezer, the straight tweezer, and some people like to use curved tweezers.
So I recommend the Vetus ST11 tweezer, straight tweezer, or Light Ice J tweezer, which is slightly curved.
Number 1 tip, imagine you are the client. If you don't want to hurt yourself, then don't hurt others.
Let's get started. So I like to grab the lash and glue first, and then you can see that I'm using my pinky to do the lift from the eyelid, so it's easier for me to put the lashes on. And then right after, I slowly let go and then I comb through it to make sure the retention is good. So doing it again, grab the lash, dip into the glue, and I like to grab a ball of glue on the lashes, and then when I find that lash, I could swipe on it, and then when I slowly let go, I could adjust the lash direction wherever I want to. Swipe on the glue and open it big, and I swipe it off this time and just to put it on so I don't need to do adjustment at all. And one more time, scoop some glue out, and you can see that my pinky is helping to lift the eyelids up. I can swipe the glue to the lashes and then slowly let go. One more, scoop the glue, find lashes. I can swipe it out on the side and then put it on. This is the best way to have better retentions. Next isolation style is to use both tweezers. You open the straight tweezer big, and then you use the curved tweezer to kind of scoop some lashes out and grab the one that you want and then re-isolate it with the straight tweezer again. One more time, open it big, scoop out the lash, and then you find that one and re-isolate it again. The most important thing with this style is you can practice even without putting extensions on. You need to be comfortable with the lash line. Don't be scared. And next we have the slightly open straight tweezer, and go for it. I have a slightly open tweezer, and then I just poke down to the under eye tape and then push it out. So slightly open, and then go out from the lash line. So from inner to outer, push it out. From inner to outer, push it out. Inner to outer, push it out. Sometimes you get nothing, and sometimes you get one lash or two lash, and then you can re-isolate it again with the same technique. Next, we have tape everything up for a better view. So you make sure you detach the tape a little bit. You scoop the lash up and you tape it on top of the eyelid. And when you need to remove it, you remove it from the other direction and peel off from the skin and then peel off from the lash. and then comb it out to combine the layers. And next we have grab the lash tip and then wiggle it down to the roots. This is not the best way to isolate, but if you really don't have other ways, you could try this way out. You could try to grab a lash and then wiggle it down. You go left to right to wiggle it down to the bottom to make sure you get that last isolation right there. And next we have shut the tweezer, slowly open until a shorter lash pops up. So we have a tweezer that's shut and you push it out and until something pops up. Usually it's the shorter one. If it's baby hair, we don't recommend putting on it, but most of the time it's just the shorter one. Poke down, slowly open until something pops up. Shut the tweezer, open until something pops up. One more time. There you have it. Okay, summary. Under eyes needs to be isolated well. Use your pinky to lift the lid or help the straight tweezer to push away some lashes. Use both tweezers to isolate. Slightly open tweezer and go for it. Tape everything up for a better view. Grab lash tip and wiggle it down. Shut the tweezers and slowly open until shorter lash pops up.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and if you guys have any questions, you guys can DM us on Instagram or you can leave comments on